loaded! This is really an absolutely unnecessary threat.
The wake up, what's going on, bro?
Mommy lay shit go for the people, man. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Hurry, stepping right up. See the sun show in town for only 50 cents.
We begin, though, with a report that you won't see anywhere else. It's where every child's dream comes true, where you're supposed to feel safe and kids can be kids. As parents, you're going to want to pay close attention to our next story. It's an investigation involving child sex predators in some of the most famous theme parks in this country. Now, as you're getting ready to pack the family van and head to Central Florida's Disney World, Universal Studios, or even SeaWorld, you want to see what we found in our 6-month investigation. We're talking about a pattern of theme park employees arrested in sex stings after work hours. Here's CNN investigative correspondent Kira Phillips.
They are people you would least expect. Some are married with children.
I've been on Craigslist looking for a friend.
Others have been working with children for years.
I work around kids all the time at Disney.
This man even admits to having sex with an underage teen before getting caught.
Talked and kissed.
All of them employees at Florida's Walt Disney World, known as the happiest place on earth.
A report by CNN has found 35 employees at Disney World in Florida were arrested for alleged child sex offenses in the past 8 years.
County deputies have arrested 2 Disney employees in a sex sting at the Lake Fanny boat ramp in Winter Haven. Investigators say Ronald Osborne and Christopher Cox tried lewd acts with undercover officers. Deputies say Cox is an attraction operator at Disney World, and Osborne operates a riverboat at that park.
Well, tonight we are learning more about the man police say molested a 9-year-old boy inside of a mall bathroom. Police now say he worked for Disney.
Ken, it seems like the sheriff's office does this kind of online sting every other month, yet the people that are out there looking for victims, either they don't care or they're just not getting the message.
We're doing this story, as you said, Chris, all the time, unfortunately. So you have to wonder how many people are out there that want to have sex with kids, or even scarier thought, how many people are out there that may want to have sex with your kid. Well, the sheriff says you can now add 17 more names to that very dangerous list. Of the 17 people arrested in Operation Child Protector, 16 are guys, 1 is a woman.
All of these guys, 5 brain cells, 4 aren't working.
3 are Disney employees.
Harry Booth of South Carolina is shirtless in his mugshot. Police say the 26-year-old was taken straight from Universal's Volcano Bay to the Orange County Jail, accused of grabbing a little girl's privates in the park. The news was surprising to visitors we talked to here.
People are terrible in this world or something? Like, that's just crazy.
According to a criminal complaint against Booth, the 10-year-old girl visiting from Brazil told police she was floating down one of the rivers at Volcano Bay when she approached a group of young men. The girl told investigators that Booth, a stranger, quote, appeared to intentionally separate from his group of friends and move closer towards her. Then, she said, he touched and grabbed a hold of her private area as she floated by.
I think it's very disgusting. I mean, I don't even know why you would even have the audacity to even touch somebody else's child anyway.
Police say the little girl told her aunt, who then got a lifeguard, and security officers kept a constant watch on Booth until police arrived. They stopped him as he was coming out of another water ride. Whatever he told police is blacked out in his criminal complaint, but the officer does note that, quote, his body trembled, he bit his lip repeatedly, and he looked away as though he was fabricating a story. Visitors we talked to said this shows why you always need to watch where your kids are.
New details on a sex crime at a theme park. A child targeted, deputies say, by a sex offender who had an annual pass to SeaWorld.
We want to get straight out to News 6's Troy Campbell at the Orange County Jail with details on the arrest and the procedures at the park. Troy.
Yeah, I did some digging and found out 52-year-old Jared Yeomans, he was arrested this past August in South Florida. While out on bond in that case, Orange County deputies say he went to SeaWorld's Aquatica as an annual pass holder and victimized a young child. The Orange County Sheriff's Office says on Saturday, February 9th, a family was visiting SeaWorld's Aquatica. when one of the children said this man, 52-year-old Jared Yeomans, exposed his genitals to her while looking at the dolphin exhibit.
Gerald Yeomans.
Yeomans stood before a judge today after deputies say the girl's family followed him out of the park, taking cell phone video of him getting away. Orange County deputies say Yeomans is a SeaWorld annual pass holder, showing he visited the park 33 times in just the last 3 months.
Well, we are less than 12 hours away from the opening of the 2019 Dixie Classic Fair, and the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office is reminding people about safety. According to North Carolina law, registered sex offenders are not allowed on property during the fair. Signs are already posted at the fairgrounds, and offenders have been reminded. Last year, the operation identified 3 RSOs on Dixie Classic Fair.
Tonight, alarming details about a felony child sex offender allowed to work carnival rides at the Illinois State Fair. Our Target 3 investigation reveals a series of gaps in the background checks and loopholes in the law that allowed this to happen. Our Capitol Bureau Chief, Mark Maxwell, live in Springfield, breaking this news tonight. Now, Mark, the state is blaming the carnival vendor for sneaking this guy in.
Essentially, Jennifer, and Illinois state law explicitly bans registered sex offenders from operating carnival rides or working on the premises of county fairs, but the law makes no mention of the Illinois State Fairgrounds in particular. That's just one loophole in the law that may have allowed Jason Flynn to work a kiddie ride at the Illinois State Fairgrounds this year. Illinois State Police did run background checks on a list of workers hired by Miller Spectacular Show, but Flynn's name was not on that list. It took someone spotting Flynn, recognizing him as a sex offender, and reporting him for state police to take him off the premises.
This man, 36-year-old Barry Hollis, pleaded guilty today to abusing an 8-year-old girl at Fantasy Island and also raping a 14-year-old at Woodlawn Beach last year. The 8-year-old had immediately told her dad after being molested on the roller coaster.
And she is being praised tonight by the Erie County District Attorney Frank Sedita for having the courage to speak up. News 4's Rich Newberg talked with the DA today and has more on the cases against Hollis. Rich?
Don and Jackie, prosecutors say they found a lot of evidence linking Barry Hollis to all sorts of bizarre and deviant behavior in addition to these 2 cases.
He's a pervert, a degenerate.